Hey, what's up, you guys? WWE fan 0599 here again, and today we're going to review Cinderella. So, Cinderella stars Lily James and Kate Blanchett, and what this film is about. It's about this girl named Ella. She, something unfortunately happens to her parents, and she has to now live with her stepmother and stepdaughters, and it's bad. She's basically being treated like a slave, and she can't take it anymore. Until one day they get invited to this ball, and the stepmother and the stepsisters won't let her go until her fairy godmother comes and basically makes it magical. So what did I think of Cinderella? I love this movie. This was a great movie. I'm glad that this was a great movie. I really enjoyed this movie. This was such a great movie. So yeah. So let's get into my positives. And my positives are the acting in this movie is great. I love the acting with this movie. Everyone mostly gives a great performance. They really do. Let's first talk about, of course, Lily James as Cinderella. She embodies this character, and I'm glad, she embodies everything about Cinderella. She really does, she's kind, she's practically the kindest person ever, and she does embrace that. I'm glad, and she's fantastic in this movie. She does such a great job in this movie as Cinderella. Kate Blanchett as the stepmother is great. She makes you want to not like her so much that you but she does a great job. She really does. Kate Blanchett did such a fantastic job in this movie. She was great in my opinion. So yeah, she did a great job. The guy who plays Prince Charming is great. I forgot his name, but he's in Game of Thrones, or he was. I don't know. But he was great. He really was. He was really good in this movie. Alan Skarsgård is even in this movie, and he's good too. So yeah, overall the acting is great in this movie. It really is. The visuals. Oh my goodness, this movie. So far, the best looking movie of this year. It really is, so far. It's just great. Just looking at this movie, it was beautiful. It really was. I don't say this often. I think I've never said this about a movie, but it's magical. It is. It just really is. I mean, even the scene where she's just spinning to get the dress on, it was just like, wow. I mean, the way the carriage looked, it was visually beautiful. And like, my favorite directed shot in this movie is where Cinderella is running and the camera is like turning like as she's running. I love it when movies do that. Whenever someone's running, the camera starts turning a bit. Awesome. That was my favorite shot of the entire movie. So yeah, the pacing was great with the movie. It was like, okay, we're not gonna waste any time. Let's just start from here. Start from point A to point B. I love it. It doesn't waste any time. Doesn't get slow. It's just like we know what story we're telling, so it's just not throw in some new stuff. There is some new stuff in this movie. And which I like. It's not like with Maleficent or Alice in Wonderland, where it's like, why is this in here? So yeah. The writing's great. So yeah, I like the writing with this movie. The directing is fantastic. I love the directing with this movie. Kenneth Branagh did such a great job directing this movie. It just looks great. It really does. He does a great job directing this movie. I love the way he directed Cinderella. It was just great. Even the music in here was great. This is not a sing-along, like the original animated film, but, which I'm kind of glad. I'm glad they didn't make it sing-along. There is singing in here, but it's not, like, that much of it. So, yeah. So, those are my positives, and my only negatives are the I have two, actually. One, the stepsisters. They were terrible. I'm being honest. They were so bad, the stepsisters. It seemed like an over-the-top cartoon at times with the sisters. It really did. It seemed like just a blatant over-the-top cartoon with them at times, and it kind of takes you out the movie. Not that much, but it takes you out a little bit. But, you know, and Helena Bonham Carter as the fairy godmother, it was kind of off. It really was. It, like the Schmoes said in their review, it felt like a Tim Burton movie for a little bit. But then, you know, she's gone and everything. But I just felt like it was just off. It really was. But besides that, Cinderella was great. I'm really glad that this movie was great. I really enjoyed Cinderella, so yeah. So it's time for my official grade on Cinderella, and my official grade on Cinderella is an A-. I know a lot of people are going to seem like that's a bit high for this movie, but I love this movie, so I'm giving it an A-. So what did you guys think of Cinderella? Leave it in the comment section below. I'm WWE Fan 0599, and we'll see you all later. Bibbidi bobbidi boo.